got this play. I want to, if you just give me, you know what I mean? 4,800, I could make you 2 million. You like, it don't work like that, man. But you got to explain to him, like, life isn't like that. Money isn't free, and no one's given opportunities. If it sounds too good to be true, it's really, and then he like, oh, you don't believe in my dream. You have cousins. You got to go home for Thanksgiving, and people are talking to you like Kevin Hart. And you going home for solace. You want family.
You're going home for peace of mind.
You're going home for peace of mind.
And they don't give you that
and your
because you're not
your cousins in your grandma's living room saying, yo, man, I got this play. I want to, if you just give me, you know what I mean? 4,800. I could make you 2 million.
All right, give us 1 second.
You have cousins. You got to go home for Thanksgiving, and people are talking to you like Kevin Hart. And you going home for solace. You want family.
You're going home for peace of mind.
You're going home for peace of mind.
And they don't give you that
and your
because
cousins,
you're not.
Your cousins in your grandma's living room saying, yo, man, I got this play. I want to, if you just give me, you know what I mean? 4,800, I could make you 2 million. You like, it don't work like that, man. But you got to explain to him, like, life isn't like that. Money isn't free, and no one's given opportunities. If it sounds too good to be true, it's really, and then he like, oh, you don't believe in my dream.
Jigga man.
Jigga.
Don't want to help the fam. So what was the premise of that one?
Premise is
that's an old clip, right?
Yeah. It is a very
Kevin
old
Hart
clip,
was
but it actually just resurfaced again. I don't know why.
Maybe coming off the Wallow clip. And maybe it's a slow week in the news cycle, you know what I mean? In the YouTube news cycle, but that clip is coming back around.
Well, pretty much, if you haven't seen it, because it's gone viral again for a second time around, is that Jay-Z was talking about being in a different financial space and going back home to your family and things changing and people changing around you, having family members ask you for money, and you got to kind of be, put things in perspective for them to tell them things don't work that way. Like if this example he used, a cousin asks you for $4,800, I could turn it into $2 million, and you got to tell him like, yo, bro, like no, things don't work like that. People don't give out opportunities, and money. People just don't give out money just like that.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on it? What are your first thoughts on it?
My first thoughts on it was that he's stingy, and he's making it awkward for his family that he's so rich. It's a tough place to be rich when your peoples really don't have it. But I feel like when you're that rich, like if you're coming around on Thanksgiving, you should have a couple of envelopes for the homies. You know what I mean?
Is he obligated to do that?
I don't think it's obligated. I mean, it's showing love. You know what I mean? I don't know what he's done, and he was just coming up with like a random story. But,
Yeah.
With every story, there's with every story,
probably,
there's
right?
a little truth to it. Yeah. I feel like his cousin had to come to him with a pseudo business plan because he felt like he had to come to him with something. There's a couple of layers to this. There's the lending your family money. Where do you fall on that? Lending money to friends and family.
I lend based on what I feel like I don't need back.
Okay.
And I will lend you the money, and when you don't pay me back, I don't have to lend you any more money after that.
Because that's
but I'm not going to give you. Yeah, and I'm more like a credit card, right? If you pay your balance off, you can borrow more money.
You can live again.
And I might raise your limit. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay, well, that's fair.
But
That's fair.
it's fickle. Dealing with money with family and things like that. I've been on the other end where I borrowed money from my family members or whatever.
Yeah.
And money is fickle, man.
Yeah.
I mean, it could create a difficult situation between you and that person. Jay-Z's a businessman, so for a family member to come to him, you can't just assume like, all right, well, you my cousin or you're my whatever, and I should just give you money to finance whatever you want to do. All right? You might have to come to him with a real solid or real a real business plan.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he was off base on what he was saying, because people are talking about the amount of money, right?
Yeah.
But it could start at 4,800, it can get to 48,000, and it go to $500,000. You understand what I'm saying? If you start lending out money, everybody's just gonna open up the woodworks. You know what I mean?
But what about when you're on that level and you see a family member is struggling? What about putting them on? What about teaching them how to fish? Listen, I see that you're having a hard time. You keep coming to me for this money. I could keep giving it to you, or I could give you an opportunity to make money and stand on your own too, so we don't have to do this. You know what I mean? Like, who's first in line to get those?
I think the people that do show initiative.
Okay.
Right?
All right.
So, all right, let's be clear, right? Most people are broke because of some shit that they did.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
And when
or they haven't had the right opportunity, or they just had some bad luck too.
if you eliminate unforced errors, right? Mm-hmm. And you grind and you working, even if it's on a certain level, right? And you grinding, and you got a cousin like Jay-Z, and he knows like, yo, dude is grinding. He just need a shot.
Yeah.
That's the difference between a person that's just
But that's
coming.
the thing. I'm not broke, but if Jay-Z was my cousin and we were at, like, I would be the one to be like, yo, listen, I got this play. Yo, we got this podcast going. Yo, you invest in that. Put this on time. Like, I would be kind of trying to pitch to him, like, yo, Jay-Z's my cousin. So as soon as, and it'd be like, yo, why aren't you putting me on to, like, live easier? You know what I mean? Like, like, you don't have to be broke to, like, want to have an easier life, no?
All right. So
you could be showing all the initiative. You could be working all the hours in the week, but someone he just got it. And yo,
no, I understand
not
that.
that. He didn't work to get it. He didn't sacrifice to get it. But bruh, come on, man.
I get what you're saying, but
man.